Assalamu alaikum to all the lovely students out there. How are you all? I hope you are healthy, fit and fine. We are back with English subject for class 6, unit 2, how the dog found himself a master. As we know, this is a story of a dog who was ill-placed, who was not happy with his life, he was not satisfied with his life. So he decided to become a servant of someone who can protect and who can give assurance for his life and food. So let us have a quick summary of how a dog found himself a new master. Dogs and wolves belong to the same family, rather dogs have evolved from wolves. This story informs us how a dog changed to a tamed animal. He wandered in search of a master who was the strongest being on earth. He met Wolf and offered to take up service with, but then Wolf got scared of Bear, so dog changed his mind, and let's see what happens next. So let us move towards the further story. Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him. And he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows. But just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. Now what happened next is they saw that the bear was coming along. So wolf hid into the deep forest. So he decided that to take up service with bear, not with wolf. So he left the wolf as his master and asked the bear to be his master. Bear again agreed for the same. Now they walked in and they saw a herd of cows. They saw plenty of cows, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were running in a panic in all directions. The bear looked out from behind a tree and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. Now why did I have to come here? Said he to the dog. It is the lion who rules the forest. Now the dog again got confused that wolf is scared of bear. Now bear is scared of lion who rules the whole jungle. So he thought that why not to take up service with the lion. The bear said, "He is the strongest beast on earth." "Well then, I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." So the motive of dog is to take up service with the one who is the strongest being on the whole earth. So he left the bear and then went to the lion. And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it, and dog stayed with him and served him for a long time. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of. No one dared to touch the dog or offend him in any way. But then something changed, and again he changed his mind. We will see the further story in our next video. Let us have a quick review of the story. Dog was not happy with his life. He was wandering here and there in search of a master for this protection against all the beings. So he wandered and found an old relative of him who was a wolf. So he asked the wolf to take up service with. The wolf agreed and they went here and there, and then they found something coming nearby. He hid himself into the deep forest and then the dog inquired why they were hiding off. The wolf answered that there is a bear out there who was stronger than him. Then the dog said goodbye to him and went to the bear. Then again, bear got scared with the lion, so he took up service with the lion and lived happily. But later, something changed his mind too. We will see the story in our next video. Let us have a quick revision of the glossary words we have learned. So we are having few glossary words to learn. I'll request you to write down the name of the lesson and start writing the glossary words in your notebook. The first glossary word is ill-pleased. That is old-fashioned way of saying not happy. Second, freedom. Liberty without any constraints. Number 3, wandering. To move here and there aimlessly. Number 4, frightened. Afraid of. Number 5, servant. Attendant, helper who works for others. Number 6, master, owner, ruler, sovereign. Number 7, kinsman, old-fashioned word for a relative. Number 8, fierce, violent, frightening. Number 9, take up service with, that means become the servant of. So I'll request you to write down these 9 glossary words and learn today itself.